Let you know.
I'm live.
Yep.
All right. Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Arukakodash. A double honors to the elders and apostles of Jim as great millstone. Right. And a sincere shalom to you, Akim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. This is just another lesson coming from the Akim in Vegas, the GMS Las Vegas camp in Boston City. Right. Another lesson coming through the spirit. Where two or more are gathered in the name of Yahweh Yahushai, and this lesson is coming from the inspiration of pretty much a bunch of things, but most importantly, the brotherhood.
Right.
We touch on a bunch of scriptures, basically on how we should all be and how we should treat each other.
Right.
Because our forefathers, when they had bonds with one another, it was strong relationships.
Right.
Even if you look to the time of Yahweh Shai and how he treated the men around him.
Right.
We have to look at, as the brother said before the lesson we were talking, we have to look at one another as if we look at Shai and the brother.
We gotta see how we hate each other.
Because
right.
the scriptures basically tell you how Yahweh Shai, he said it himself.
First, bro. Now keep on.
It said something underneath it. Buffering or something like that.
No, we're good. We're good.
Well, the scriptures basically said, Yahweh Shai said, "Who is my mother and my sister?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, those that do the work with you, those are who you should be fellowshipping with the most.
Mm-hmm.
Those are who you care about the most. And I know, speaking off of the camps, the different camps that I've been to, being Mississippi, LA, here, though every brother treats you like they knew you from they know you from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all through the spirit. Even the apostle, I believe either Elder Apostle Gabar or Elder Apostle Tahar said it. He said, you'll find the best or the worst men in this truth.
Yeah.
And that's completely true. When you come and meet a brother, or when you meet a brother that you've never met before, it feel like you've known that brother, you grew up with that brother.
It's
he's
instant click, man.
And it's not no relationship as if, oh yeah, you my son, you a little brother. It's like, nah, you broke.
You my brother, man.
You my brother, like. And
I care about your well-being.
So and even speaking on the relationships that I have with my brothers, talking about Shaquat, Karatazah, Shapal, all you other brothers, Brother Ayash, Elder Big Z, Zion, Elder Awar, Elder Kazak, all you, Yalai, all you brothers,
A lot of the brotherhood is big. Salakia, we miss names, You just named a few off the top, anyway.
But just off the relationship with them, even when we're in a certain place, and it might be somebody that you run into while you with the brothers, and you tell them, oh yeah, these are my brothers. They don't think it. They like, oh yeah, they are brothers. Like
they can see
yeah,
it.
they'll ask you questions like, wait, so y'all got the same father? Yeah. And we do.
We got different mothers though.
Different mothers, same dad. And then
that's kind of
you tell them that, they be like, what the heck? Like,
it's an inside joke.
It's an inside. But you brothers that's watching know what we're talking about.
What it is.
But that's exactly what we're gonna touch on through the spirit,
Right. We can start. I just didn't grab it. It's best for you to do it.
Yeah, what you wanna grab first?
St. John 15.
I'm ready. It's John 15 and 12. It says, "This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you."
The commandment is to love each other like he loved you.
It says, greater love have no man than this.
Because what was the two great commandments that Yahushua gave? It said, love the Most High with all thy heart.
And love thy brother as you love thyself.
And love the brother as you love yourself. You ain't going to treat yourself wrong. You're going to make sure you got what you need. And that's how you should be doing for your brother. We didn't write that one down. Anyway, read that again from the top.
It says, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Hey, and he loved us without us being good to him. You know what I mean? Like he like there's a lot of the 2/3. He loved them too, man. Even though they was wicked as hell. Even though they conspired to put him to death and all this other stuff. He still loved them just the same.
God, you love them enough to bring them back to the kingdom.
To bring them back to the Most High. That's right. How great is that?
God. It says great.
And ultimately the Most High. It's like the Most High loved us. on that high level that he created his only begotten son to come back and bring him back unto himself, so he would keep his word and he would eventually get fulfill what he wanted to fulfill with his people, with his chosen people, that we would be on in the kingdom of heaven with him, you know, on that high level with him. All right, you got it. Right?
Greater love have no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends.
Yeah, no greater love than a man that laid down his life for his friends. Hey, go to Romans, the 5th chapter, because I think that goes with that. It's like 5, 6, something.
We can put it down.
Yeah.
And this is Romans 5 and
7.
And it's Romans 5 and 7. For scarcely for a righteous man will one die.
Yeah, so you can't just be dying for niggas, man. From unruly thug ass niggas and bad family members and whatever else. You gotta do it for people that's righteous, man. People that deserve it. Okay? Go ahead.
For scarcely a righteous man will one die, yet peradventure, for a good man some would even dare to die.
For a good man, some would even dare to die. You die for a righteous man, but for a good man, some would even dare to die. You know? I would put my life on the line for you, bro. You know, we all didn't have that friend in the world. Shalom, brother. We didn't all have that friend in the world. It was like, you know, hey man, I ain't gonna let you walk home alone, man. I ain't gonna let you drive drunk, bro. I ain't gonna let you walk through the hood with these niggas tripping, man. You know, oh, this niggas robbed you. I'm gonna go with you to get your stuff back.
So lucky, but now that we in the truth, you know, the Most High is taking the veil from off our eyes. That same passion, the same amount of basically it's been strengthened through the Spirit, because now we amongst men that we walk together with through the Spirit.
Mm-hmm. So let me get what you got.
Okay, it was still more.
Okay, go ahead.
This is 8. But Yahweh commendeth not. Commendeth his love toward us, in that while we were yet sinners, Yahweh Shai died for us. You know, that being the ultimate. That being
ain't no love for roaches.
That being the ultimate way of showing that how much you care about a brother, because Yahweh Shai ultimately died for the elect. You know. Mm-hmm. So how else? If that's not a show of love, then what is?
That's right.
You know, brothers. And this brotherhood goes deep, man, because within the brotherhood, you start realizing basically brothers' strengths, brothers' weaknesses. You know, you start to learn everything about the man that you're walking with. Mm-hmm. You know his tendencies. You know what he like to do, what he don't like to do, favorite foods. You know, things like that. It becomes you are truly yoked with the brother. You know.
Yep.
It's a deep relationship. You know.
Right.
Not on no fruity stuff.
Nah,
you know?
not on breaking the laws of the Most High with that old faggot ass shit, man. I'm gonna just say it plain like that, but just real sincere care about the brother's well-being. You know, matter of fact, is that it on that? Grab Galatians 6:1. Then I'll get this. Shalom, throughout for tuning in. Then you gotta go though. Good word.
This is Galatians, you said.
Yep. The top, I believe. 6:1.
It's Galatians 6:1. It says, Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness.
Humble, man. Don't come at him. Oh, brother, let me just beat you down. You know? Try to understand where the brother's coming from, but also correct him. You know? Also be like, but you kind of fucked up right here, you know? You gotta look at it like this.
It's a lot, bro.
You got it.
Yeah, that goes right to.
Yep.
You already know what to get. That we already go.
Yep.
This Proverbs 27 and 5. It says, "Open rebuke is better than secret love."
Hey, bro, you fucking up. All right, let me help you out, bro. You know, let me tell you what the Spirit is telling me to help you out. You know, Spirit saying, hey, don't do it like that, bro. Matter of fact, instead of that, just come to me and I got you, or go to brother, or do it this way instead, or whatever it is, you know. But call the brother out, man, getting him back on track, judging him to get him back on track. That's to help, man. That's sincere love. Mm-hmm. You know? You got it, bro.
Faithful are the wounds of a friend.
Faithful are the... Was there something in the verse before that?
Yeah, open rebuke is better than secret.
Before that one.
Wrath is cruel, nah.
No, I think it is.
Wrath is cruel, and anger is outrageous.
Yes, start up with that.
This is 27:4. Wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy?
Yep, keep going. Oh. Hey, your friends ain't gonna be doing that, man. They ain't gonna be on no envy, on no wrathful to you. They're gonna really have your best, they're really gonna have your best intentions out for you. You know, and they're gonna care enough about you to deliver the message in a way that you can receive it, that you're edified by it. Okay? You got it, right?
Open rebuke is better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, right? Because those wounds that friend gives you, you know, they could easily be patched up. You know, of course, if a brother is correcting you, then you be like, man, like, but you should take that seriously and correct yourself, because you gotta realize that every brother that's walking in the faith want to see the man standing next to him every week at camp make it.
Yeah.
So when you getting talked down to or spoken to somebody, you know that it's because that brother is watching over your soul. You know.
That's right.
It's faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful, and that's plain. You think of it like this: you was once in the world, you know. You had people that was riding with you not because of who you are, but because of the things that you had. So they'll tell you, "Oh yeah, go rob that nigga," because they want the financial benefit or the benefit of basically accomplishing it, you know. But ultimately, that's not looking out for you.
I've seen people that grow up like I was short when I was young, right? I'm just over 6 feet or whatever, but I was real short when I was young, right? So it was always taller people around me. Now I didn't gravitate to them, but we just seemed to gravitate to each other. But there was other people that would see that tall person and have the benefits of that protection of that bigger person around us. And I'm like, hey, that's cool, but you got to be real around us, though. If you're not, you can't stick around, you know? And we'd easily point it out, not on no envy, like, man, why you want to be? No, the ones that were sincere and really want to be cool with us, you deserve to be there, you know? And I had a couple friends that was all, when I was younger, that was just bigger and just make sure that nobody would mess with me, you know? Just like protecting me throughout my younger life. Just making sure I'm not doing nothing bad, and make sure I'm not getting in no trouble, nobody messing with me, trying to mess up what I got going on. And I thank the one, you know, Yahweh Shemi Shai for preserving me through those men and those people around me that I made it to this. You know? That's how a lot of those people were. Anyway. That was it. No, they was all down to 10. Yeah, down to 10.
The full soul loatheth and honeycomb, but to the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet.
Yeah. You want to write that down?
People that seek attention, that be like, oh yeah, I'm lonely, so I just need somebody to talk to. Like this is especially strong with girls. You know, they see a group of girls that's already friends, and they're like, oh yeah, they popular. Let me get with them. Then they find out that the girls could be completely messy, but they'll join the group anyways just to seek the attention, to feel like they're wanted. You know, that's going in the end run mess that girl up. You know, I know every brother knows a girl like that. You know.
Yeah, that's a good example. Read it one more time for me, though.
The full soul loatheth and honeycomb.
The full soul, and you'll see that a lot in these times now. Everybody wants to hear good news. Always want to hear good things. Tell me good things about me. Stop being so negative. Why are you always judging me and all of this? They only want good and sweet to be heard about themselves. But keep reading.
But to the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet.
I truly appreciate when you check the shit out. When you put me back in my place, because I'm getting out of bounds. You know, that's the best parts of the brotherhood. When a brother checks you and be like, hey bro, you fucking up. Get yourself right, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, you did this, you did this, you did that, man. Fix that shit before it get out of control. You know, you don't want to hear that, but guess what? That's what you need to hear, and that's what's going to make you better. To that hungry soul that's humble enough to hear that, because when you're hungry, you're humble. Okay? When you're full, you get all prideful. And you think nobody can touch you, like you ain't ever did nothing wrong. But when you're hungry like that, even the bitter things is like, man, you know what? You're right, man. I needed to hear that. Thank you. You know? I appreciate you for telling me that. I need to hear that. I don't like the way you said it, but it don't matter. You gave me it how I need to hear it. Yeah, you shot straight when you did. Throughout.
As a bird that wanders, and that even goes to even messing with women, you know? If you see a brother getting unfocused, whether the brother be a younger man in the faith or seasoned, you know, if you see that there's a particular woman that's throwing his spirit off, you know, he's not focused on scriptures as much as he needs to be. He's not focused on the brotherhood as much as he needs to be. Hey, that's when we step in, like, hey, bro, everything up, like, what's up? Like,
you good?
Gone. Like, you ain't been putting out as much lessons as you need to be doing.
It start off with that anyway. Hey, brother, how you doing, brother? You all right? Yeah, okay. Well, what's up with such and such and such? You know, just hit the brother. Like, hey, bro, I like your videos. Well, you ain't been posting. What's the deal?
Yeah, what's up? Gone. This continuing. It says, as a bird that wanders from her nest, so is a man.
Hey, that's like, you know what? I'm going to take this occasion to the flesh. You know, I'm going to just take this moment up and do this. Everybody had those battles inside themselves, man. You know, everybody get puffed up a little bit. Everybody deal with these things. It's human nature to deal with those things, but we're not in this to be human. We're in there to be extraordinary, extraterrestrial. You know, on a higher level through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay? That's what we're fighting for, kings and priests. Yeah. The higher level, a higher example of standard of people upon the earth. Okay? So we have to not to say that we're not going to be tempted by those things, but we have to check them early. Some of them you may allow to come through for a little while, but you got to know that, hey, don't let me leave that unchecked because it'll grow into something worse. Some of them, I can't deal with that at all. Stay the hell away from that because that's going to become a bigger problem that I can't control. You got to be able to check yourself like that. Okay? But everybody deals with it. You got it.
Ointment and perfume rejoice the hearth.
Yeah, ointment and perfume is an analogy for, it's probably going to say it, for hearty counsel, for being corrected. You know, it's good to you. It helps you. And only your true friends through the Spirit will give you what you really need. You got it, bro.
So doth the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel.
So does the sweetness of a friend by hearty counsel. He gonna give you what you need, not just what you want to hear. Anybody out there just telling you what you want to hear versus what you need to hear, and they know they have the ability to know the difference. You gotta really look at that man differently.
Yeah, they're cancer to you ultimately. You know? Yeah, because if they're not telling you what you're supposed to be hearing, you know, not what you want to hear, what you're supposed to be hearing. You know, that could also mean that they gonna stab you in your back.
Yeah, hey, he may be the cause of why you falling off.
God.
You know, that type of friend might be the cause of why you falling off. You know, so you might need to look around and examine yourself. Verse 10, right?
Thine own friend and thy father's friend forsake not. Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thy calamity. For better is a neighbor that is near than a brother far off.
Yeah. Better that you check on these things that are important, checking on certain people, keeping those friendships, brotherhoods and all that established between one another, man. That's what we do here in Great Millstone. We really trying to make sure, and I'm one of the worst brothers at it. I'm not gonna front. I'm one of the worst brothers at it, man. I know brothers all over the country, and I don't touch base with them well enough. You know, I'm Salakia for that.
No, we all got room for improvement. You know?
Yeah, well, you know, but come on, man, I know better than that. You know,
some brothers is better than others.
Yeah, for real though. And I know brothers that 10 years now, I ain't gonna say 10 years, but years ago would tell me, hey bro, just get here and we got you from here. But if you can get here, everything else is great.
That got you. Man, that happened every time my brother leave and go to another state.
Yep.
I know from me speaking, when I went down to Mississippi, I didn't even, it was down there for some personal reasons. I ended up spending more time with the brothers than real family.
You take care of the personal
stuff. Yeah, but
I
was way better. I actually missed the personal stuff to stay there with the brothers. It was beautiful the way it happened, man.
I got it in Matthew. I think that was it, right?
I'm back in Galatians.
Yeah. There's more in there? I'll finish it up.
It's Galatians 6:1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
Yep.
Barry
get caught up like too. If you ain't paying attention, for your brother getting caught up in that, you can get caught up with that because you wasn't paying attention on it. Go ahead, Doc.
Bear ye one another's burden, and so fulfill the law of Yahweh.
Yeah, if you see a brother, and a lot of us that's a little older than some of the other brothers in this truth, or been in the truth a little bit longer than other brothers, hey, it's our duty to one another, our obligation as a brother and as a friend unto you, to deliver our experiences unto you, so that you can guide your way and not hit them pitfalls that we may have stepped in and narrowly escaped. Or if we found the way, we didn't, somebody passed something down to us, we pass it on down to you. A way to escape the pitfalls, man. And
it's all jewels, man.
Yeah.
Speaking, man, because in age, I'm the youngest brother in the camp, and in spiritual age, the second to the last. You know, but I've learned a bunch of things from brothers. This brother in particular, you know, every brother I've got lessons for every brother I've ever met. I keep that. It soaks into me.
That's the key. That's the key.
God.
You know, that's the man. You hungry, so you always, so good or bad, it's all sweet to you. You know, like they were saying in that. You know.
Yeah, but brothers give out jewels, man. Because ultimately, if they could stop you from going through the worldly BS, so you could be more attentive to the scriptures.
Yep.
That's what they doing.
That's what the brotherhood is all about.
You know, whether it be outside influences such as family, women, bills, things like that. Brothers are always there. You know, deaths in families. You know, that's a huge one too. Speaking for this camp in particular. You know.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got anyway, this is Matthew 12, and I'm gonna start up at 46. And this basically, if you know the script like this is the story where Yahweh Shai was teaching with the Akim out there, and his mom and them showed up. You know, you kind of Matthew 12 and 46. It says, while yet, you can break it down. While yet he talked, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said to him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
Right, he said this to his own mom, who is my mother and who are my brethren? Because it's really, this is the family. You know, what's more important than what we're doing?
Yep.
Nothing. The answer is nothing. So when you got men next side of you who has the same like spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai within them, doing the work, contending for the faith, being faithful, being diligent, you know, working for their salvation with fear and trembling, that makes you one with them. As the script says, we are a body, having many members, but all we are one. You know, paraphrasing in Romans the 12th chapter.
Get Amos 3, and I'm gonna quote this from trying to remember right now. But Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Alhayanawa, Yahweh, Alhayanawa, Yahweh, Achad. Basically, the Most High in Israel, listen to Israel, the Most High and the Israel are one. Generally, to say it that way. Okay, that's the Shemai prayer. I believe it's in Numbers 6 chapter, I believe. But yeah, the Shemai, we gotta be one, and as Akim, we're one. Because we're one through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And it's not that they're the same entity. It's all one spirit, one mind that's connected. Okay? That's what it's really all about.
This is Amos 3 and 3.
Yep.
Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Can two walk together except they be agreed? We all agreed. Who is my mother? My mother may not believe in this truth. But my brethren, we do. We see eye to eye, so we can walk together. You know, because we're agreed about what's most important in life. You know, thank you, Mom, I love you. But, brother, y'all know y'all my flesh, and I care about y'all. But guess what? I really care about these men because they care about my salvation like I care about theirs.
God, what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, woman, I am about my father's business.
Yeah, he told that to his mom.
God.
He was still a young man at that time. Let me finish this. It says, he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren, For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
And when you have, for example, when you have family members that see, you know, when you have family members that meet the brothers or things like that, they really can't question it. You know, they can't question it at all for the simple fact that they already know you spend more time with them. You know? And then they see the effects of it, they're like, oh man, brothers have gone to extreme lengths to help out brothers' families, you know what I'm saying? Like, brothers have gone the distance, literally. It's multiple occasions, you know, not to throw out any information out there, but brothers watch over each other, man.
Right. Well, my favorite part to see in the Brotherhood is when the Akim meet your family or your family meet your Akim, say it that way, which it means brothers and brothers plural, right? And when your family recognizes why y'all close or why y'all get along or why y'all so tight. I like, you know, my mom got to meet some of my brothers or whatever, and when they see, they be like, oh, I see why they tight. I see why they close. They connect like this. Like, you know, people that have known you most of your life look at men that you haven't known that long, but see how close that you are, and even closer than some family members.
Yeah,
and they acknowledge it, you know.
And everybody, I got family members that I hate, plain and simple. It's family members I don't deal with at all. It's family members that I don't claim as family. They strangers. Like, if it came down to a police asked me, the government asked me, oh, do you know them? No, not at all. Plain and simple, bro. We been for real. This is family members I hate. But these men here, man, hey. I agree, bro.
Go with it.
This is 1 Peter 1:22.
Yeah.
Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren.
Unfeigned love of the brethren. What is that? Pure.
Unconditional.
I believe is the word. Yeah. But that's Bible Kushal looked that up. I bet that's probably agape right there.
This is in the blue letter, 1 Peter 1:22. It's like
yeah, I would have had it, but my phone recorded.
So, 1 Peter 1:22. The word here, it says, dang, that is Satan, bro.
Just loading it up.
Yeah.
It's alright. We're patient. We got nothing to say. We got nothing to do but wait.
Okay, this is 1 Peter 1:22. Unfeigned. It's G505. It says any pakritos. Unfeigned, undisguised. Meaning I gotta hide it. Sincere.
Yep, sincere.
Without hypocrisy.
Genuine is probably another good word in there.
Alright, bro.
Without hypocrisy. Hey, what it say? Go to your whole act. Go to the one that you had. Where's the one?
Just another example. Just another example. While you just another example. You know, me. It was a couple people here where we was at before it was us. Before the brother came through, so we came through the Spirit and did this lesson. We started the live stream, and even the people I'm close with in the world, you know, the people I grew up with, they know once my brother comes, I'm leaving him. Like, I'm leaving them and I'm with my brother. And we gonna do what we gotta do. We gonna do the work. And that's another thing too. They see the people that are around you. You know, when they see the bond that you have with the brother, they can't deny it for one. And then two, they have to respect it. You know? Because they can leave. You know, they can go. If I have to choose, bye.
Yeah. Hey, Akim, you don't want to see Akim. You don't want to see Akim go, man. You know, when a brother fall out, man, that hurts to watch a brother fall out. You're not mad because you probably wasn't a brother from the beginning if you fell out. But you know that don't mean you didn't have connection with him because y'all was on that straightforward level. And he might have got a demon that finally hopped on him and revealed him that's not a true brother. But sometimes men are real all the way up until they commit their offense. You know, but with friends in the world, it don't be like that all the time. You know, it's a big difference. Okay, I want to read this real quick. Sirach 37:1, and we're gonna have to come back to this because there's a lot in here. Say, every friend saith, I'm his friend also, but there is a friend which is only a friend in name.
Man,
that's only your friend when
it's a lot, bro.
What they say.
That could even, especially this generation of teens or whatever you want to call them, these generation of monsters. You know, you could be on social media, things like that. You know, you got friends, friend requests, all those things. A person to say they're your friend and not know you. You know, if you don't know someone personally, like you don't know their family, things like that. If you don't know the man's last name, come on, man.
Yes.
But it's brothers that don't know each other's real name.
If you don't know their spirit,
you gotta
know a man's spirit.
Yeah, we know each other, man.
I got
brothers know each other, like you said, in spirit.
No, I don't want to cut you off. I'm just saying. Sirach 27:7. Praise no man before thou hearest him speak, for this is the trial of men. You gotta try men to see if they be your friend or not.
You got that where it says a friend is not known in the time of prosperity?
Yeah, I'm looking to see what else is on here. Let me jump to that right quick.
12?
Yeah. Sirach 12 and 7. Give unto the good and help not the sinner. You got to know the difference. The good, or the just, or the righteous. Those are the ones you should be trying to surround yourself with. If that's the same mission you got in your life. If you like being around sinners and wicked and all of that, then you gonna do what you do with them.
Follow not a multitude to do evil.
Yeah, but if you call yourself a righteous man, you gotta follow righteous people. You know? Or be around righteous people.
And it starts off with the heads. You know, talking about the apostles, the elders and the apostles.
Yep.
You know, because they set forth that example of us doing what we do now. You know, and their apostles gave them the example, and Yahushua gave them the example through the Spirit. You know, it's an order to it, man.
Yep. When you see the apostles, like if you've ever met the apostles,
bro,
and seen them operating together in the same room, not necessarily on camera. You can see it when they teach, how they interact when they teach, but when they really just not on camera, just being the men that they are, this book don't stop, but their interaction becomes even more personal, just like it would if you was with your best friends or whoever else,
because
your brothers.
Because wisdom separates us from everyone else. You know, the spirit, like Yahushua being honest, Yahushua being honest, that separates us from everyone else. For example, you could be with a friend that you've had all your life in the world, bring up scripts. He not gonna come back with one.
Yeah.
The script said iron sharpened iron.
That man wasn't iron. That man was clay.
That man was. God, bro.
You know,
for real. You know, but man, when you with brothers, and you could be talking about literally anything. I guarantee you, a brother gonna pull a pre. Pre's are gonna come out regardless. If
it's just a half quote, half joking, something. It's really inside of us like that. I don't mean to cut you off,
bro, man.
You know,
I know how you work, bro.
You know, let me read, man. Let me read. Verse 8: A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hid in adversity. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but that's just so you know when you getting it good, the Most High blessing you, your enemy's gonna be hot, but you can't know if that's your friend or not. But when things go bad, that's when you'll know. It says, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. You know, he'll even bounce in. Where's the other one? There's a bunch of them in here. Let me finish in 37 because I'll go this other one, 22. I believe it's 22. Yeah, let me go. It says, back in Sirach 37, it says, verse 2, if it is not a grief unto death is it not a grief unto death when a companion and a friend turn to an enemy? When somebody fall out and start become a scoffer, that shit hurts, man. I done ate dinner with this man. I done met his mama and his little sister, and I done been around his whole family.
Yeah.
Now he didn't see my whole family. Now this man's a damn scoffer against the Yahushua, man. That shit sucks. You know, to see that type of thing happen, to see y'all was tight, but now y'all can't stand each other, be in the same room. It's on sight. You know, it says, "O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit? There's a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend. But in the time of trouble, he will be against him. Hey, some people is fake, man. Jump ship the moment things go bad for you. And willing to help somebody out when things is bad. You know?
It's like, and if you're a true brother, man, you see the best and the worst of a brother, man. You see the hell that brother going through. Yeah. You know, you see the shortcomings that brother has had. You see the difficult things that are going on within his life. You know, but on the plus side, you see the fight in that man.
That's right.
You see how hard that man go for Yahweh Yahushai.
Yeah.
You know?
You see that man giving his whole life to earn his salvation.
You see that man go through hell. You know? It's if even the apostles say this, they say never desire another man's hell, because the hell that the Most High is putting him through is gonna be completely he could put you through it, and he's going through something that the Most High is allowing him to go through because he can handle it.
Yep.
You know? That's like when men believe or think that they can take the apostles' position. Every time I hear that, they just it's like y'all can't battle the demons the apostles deal with, man.
If you could have been it, you would have been.
You would have. You know, the Most High
didn't put you in that.
He didn't put you in that position for a reason, because he know you would have broke.
Yeah.
You know, those men have a special spirit with they not called the apostles for a reason. Yeah. I mean, for no reason.
No reason, right.
You know, it's a reason that name was given to them through the Spirit.
They were born in the time they were to come to earth to capture this wisdom and to pass it on down in the meek fashion as great examples like they do.
And just the fight that they went through, you know? Mm-hmm. They, as I brought up a little bit earlier, you see the shit brothers got to go through, man. You see the hard times that brothers fall on. You see the way that brother pulls out of it through the Spirit and power of Yahweh. If you're a brother and you're around brothers, you've seen brothers in low hurtful spots in the spirit, man. But that brother remains a brother, though. I tell you that much. You know, through whatever that brother's going through, he remains faithful to the Lord and remains faithful to the brotherhood.
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna jump down to verse 12. But be continually with the godly man, whom thou, because if you read up there, it's talking about all these people not to be around, right? It said, but be continually with the godly man, whom thou know. Hey, because you go try to hang with when the shit hit the fan and the day of the Lord pop off, you try to hang with some niggas, man, see what happens. See how that's gonna work out for you, okay? But be with brothers, man. You gotta be used to being with brothers like this, man. So you don't want to waste all your good riches, meaning your wisdom and their good wisdom, on somebody else, man. It's for y'all for us to keep it within each other, for us to grow together. You can't grow with niggas that ain't walking the same direction as you. You know, you gotta walk with men that's walking the same path as you.
God, that's why the scripture say, "Cast not your pearls before the swine."
Mm-hmm. That's what they would be. It says, verse 12, but be continually with the godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord Yahweh, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. And that's what you already broke that down before I read it, right? And let the counsel of thine own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it. For a man's mind in some time want to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high tower. Yeah, that's talking about the Spirit will tell you yourself. You gotta be listening to that. You gotta know wisdom is your friend, man. Wisdom won't fail you. You got it.
This is 1 Peter 3:8. Mm-hmm. It says, finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful. Be courteous, not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing, but contrariwise, blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing.
Mm-hmm. You should inherit a blessing. That's right. I got this in Sirach 22. I'm going to start at verse 22. If thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not, for there may be a reconciliation, except for upbraiding, or pride, or disclosing of secrets, or a treacherous wound. Let's say,
faithful wound.
Faithful are the wounds of a friend.
God.
You know? but you don't want to, what did it say? A treacherous wound. You just trying to hurt that man. You know? I just cussed my best friend out. He a worldly type dude. He kind of on the edge of this thing. He listened a little bit, but not enough. But I just cussed him out on some shit that he was doing. You know, and he took it because he understood. Like, I'm not trying to just talk shit to make him put him down. I'm trying to get him to see where he's making his mistakes at, and he can fix them.
Shalom, bro.
Shalom, right?
Shalom.
It says, where am I? Yeah, it says, for these things every friend will depart. You know, upbraiding, pride, disclosing of secrets, or a treacherous wound. Right? Every friend will depart with that. Verse 23. Be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty, that thou mayest rejoice in his prosperity. Hey man, you see somebody low, man, you know what I'm saying? It says, be faithful to him still. You know, do what you can do for him. Hey, like I said, love your brother as thyself, the second commandment, right? Of the two great commandments. Love thy brother as thyself. Hey, you wouldn't want to see yourself in poverty. So if you got it, help that man out. Inside the brotherhood, it's almost required for you. You may have the extra that was meant for that man. Mm-hmm. The Most High may have gave you the extra for that man. You know, it happens that way sometimes. All these trials, man, you know, go over our heads sometimes, man. We got to be mindful of these things when we in the spirit, man. When we in the spirit, we see them, you know. We got to remain mindful of these things. It says, where am I at? It says, abide steadfast unto him in the time of his trouble, that thou mayest be heir with him in his heritage. For a mean estate is not always to be condemned or contempted, nor the rich foolish to be had in admiration. I say shalom, brother. It says, yeah. Sirach 6 and 4. Funny, I had it too. I didn't write it down. Vegas sit down. Shalom Kratazah says, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that have found such an one have found a treasure. 6 and 15. Nothing do countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. Hey man, it's so true. And that's what this brotherhood is, man. It's all faithful friends, good neighbors, faithful friends. We all sincere in this thing for each other, you know. So that's who you keep this type of close knit sincerity and genuine with. The rest of these niggas out there, you gotta try them to see if they're on that level. There's some regular Jake out there that's worthy of being straightforward with. I have a few cousins here and there. I got a few guys in the world that I'm still cool with. I still shoot straight with them, you know. But the ones that's just straight niggas, man, I don't call them. You know, straight up. Anyway, it's a little bit more. All right, it says, let me see. Yeah, verse 25. I will not be ashamed to defend a friend, neither will I hide myself from him. And if any evil happen unto me by him, everyone that heareth it will beware of him. Yeah, that's good enough.
It's 1 John 1 and 9. It says, he that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness, even until now. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
Yep, the brother put another script up. It says, Sirach 6 and 7. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Hey, that's what we read in a precept to that in Sirach 27. Come, go ahead.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes. Yeah. So you gonna do basically, you gonna correct your brother when you see that he going off, because you don't want him to fall out.
That's right.
You know, it's that simple. We not, as the scripts say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. But you're not alone in this walk. You know, think about if you were alone. You know, it'd be complete. Yahweh Shai wasn't alone. He had the 12. You know, he still had men that were in the same like-minded spirit like him, pushing. You know, that's why the brotherhood is a topic that brothers go into. That's why the brotherhood is such a crucial point in this walk, right. Because you can't do it by yourself. You know, we all depend on one another. Because, like, for example, even before this brother came here, you know, I was tired. You know, I was a little sleepy, exhausted. You know, I've been around niggas all day. You know, 2/3.
2/3 will wear you out, man. Wear your energy down.
2/3, they suck the life out you, man. Right. But as soon as the brother texted me, hey, bro, what you doing? Nothing, bro. Please.
You coming? He said, nothing, you coming? And I was like, if this brother hesitate, I'm not gonna go. The brother never considered hesitating. I was like, yeah, I'm already on the way. I was already on the way.
God, man, that brothers lift you up, lift your spirits up. Right. You know, and then say you leave for a amount of time, and then you come back. Brothers excited, hella excited to see you again, man. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Bro, you know?
Damn, bro. Like we go back to LA, you know, because this Vegas can't spark from LA, a branch from LA or whatever. We go out to LA, man. It's like, oh, brother, how you doing? You know, you're excited to see, but you see brothers come from different places, or you go to different places, man. Happy to see brothers, man. Yeah. Like a long lost friend that you ain't seen. Could have been, man. I'm glad to see you here in the flesh. And Paul talked like that in his epistles. You know, when he was going around, and then you go back around a certain place, be like, you know, I'm excited to see you. Yeah. You know, your prayers are always with me, and they've been with me. And I had to send this letter because I couldn't make it back this time. You know.
And sometimes it hurt, man. You know, I'm talking about like on the physical side. When brothers like they show that love towards you. Brothers, I done been hitting my chest before. You know, with a shalom, a huge one. Yeah. The brother you call, man, that brother hurt me when he greeted me. I was like, damn, bro, like, I'm small. I was like, shalom, bro, you know?
Just that brothers.
Yeah, but brothers be serious, man. For real, that shows.
Get that in Samuel. We almost slipped right past Samuel.
No, we ain't slipped past that.
A good time right now to bring that out, you know?
It's, 1 Samuel 1, and I'm gonna start at 23. Yep. It says, Saul and Jonathan were lovely and pleasant in their lives, and in their death they were not divided. They were swifter than eagles, they were stronger than lions. Yep. Ye daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you in scarlet, with other delights, who put on ornaments of gold upon your apparel. Because back in this time, King David.
Saul was king.
Yes, Saul was king. But this is King David talking.
Before he was anointed as king.
Before he was anointed as king, and he still had love for Saul.
Yep, you know, was tight.
But his bond between his son Jonathan was even stronger, because in the midst of King Saul trying to kill King David, you know, Jonathan was right there, basically telling them all the stuff. Hey, look, bro, my pops is trying to kill you, so you need to leave town like right now.
Look how close they was. If Saul was the king, David was like his best friend, and then he married his daughter, his sister, Jonathan's sister. Yeah. You know, so you got to see the big picture of this thing, man. Like that was a cool family right there. Yeah. But the Spirit is what brought them tight, you know. And then when the Spirit brings these camps together, bring the brothers that you teach with together in the cities that you in, that's for a purpose, because your spirits fit together, you know, and you're there to benefit each other. And all the way, even the camps you connect with, the other brothers in other states, whatever you may connect with, other parts of the world you connect with, that's all to build you up. And that all tightened the brotherhood, man. All making sure the full church is operating properly. Keeping that connection there. You know, it's like when you have a pinched nerve and then get that chiropractor that open it back up, and now it's flowing down from the head to the arm to the leg to, you know, well, you don't have numbness nowhere. You know? The brother left a script real quick. He says, Psalm 133:1, it says, behold, how good is it and how pleasant how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. Absolutely, there it is. There it is. You got it. Say no more.
Yeah.
No, say more though. You can drop more.
This is 25. How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle?
Mm-hmm.
O Jonathan, thou wast slain in thine high places.
Yep.
I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me.
Mm-hmm.
Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women.
Yep, passing the love of women. Being more meaningful than the love of women. Not a sexual way, as some of you Christians even try to bring this homosexuality. So they would leave it in there, but I mean, had that in there, but then leave a part in about the putting a homosexual to death from Leviticus in the law. No, it wasn't talking about that. It was talking about how close and how tight they were. Hey, we was talking about this, not necessarily testimony, but just how friends will dwell. The reason why it's better than women, because I can rap to my brother about anything.
Anything.
I can talk to him about anything. And I know I'm going to get a straightforward answer without the manipulation coming back, see, I can get over him and get him to do this, or I can get this out of him. When you deal with women, you got to always keep that on guard.
Yeah, you're going to feel like your time has been wasted, man.
Yeah, because they're not going to be able to go to the higher. They didn't impart them with wisdom and understanding, so what you would want to keep counsel with women for?
Oh, we say, bro, after
that, then what? Right. Hey, remember that one. I can check this. When you deal with women, you got to remember that, man. After that, then what? After you pop them and have sex, then what? What benefit are they to you? If they can't help sharpen your iron, or they can't serve you in some way, they can't, minister something, some service unto you, then what?
If they ain't making you sharp, they making you dull.
That's right.
I got another 3. This is back in 1 Samuel 18:1. It says, and it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, talking about David, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul.
Yeah, it said that love the brother as thyself.
And Saul
has that.
And Saul took him that day and would let him go no more home to his father's house. Then Jonathan and David made a covenant because he loved him as his own soul. So they had a bond between them, a serious bond, a friendship, man, a brotherhood. So like,
right.
That was that.
Let's get go back to John 15 and look that word love up. We looked it up before. And this word is going to continually pop up, especially in the Greek, which is the New Testament, but in the Greek, this word pops up. Well, I'm sure a lot of you Christians know what it is, and I'm sure I can know what it is, that agape. Okay? Agape, as they say. That agape love, People talk about it. A lot of people talk about it, but they don't know how to live about it. And the scriptures give great lists and examples of how to live like that.
This John 15:12, the word love, it is agapeo. It says G25. Just click it. It says to welcome, to entertain, to be fond of, to love dearly, to be well pleased, to be contented at or with a thing, loved, beloved, to love in a social or moral sense.
We do love each other morally.
God.
Because we understand the brother is sincere and really trying to do the best he can. And he's trying to keep the standard. You got it, right? To
love, to be full of goodwill and exhibit the same. Let's see. It says, when used of love to a master, Yahweh or Yahushua, the word involves the idea of affectionate reverence, prompt obedience, grateful recognition of benefits received.
Very good. Keep going. Any more? Yeah. When you give tithes, man, that's looking out for the apostles, man. When you give advice to a brother, that's looking out for the outcome you're giving it to. When you receive it, that's another form of love that you're giving, that you receive it.
Then it has the account of Yahushua washing the apostles' feet.
Yep.
It says concerning the unique proof of love which Yahushua gave the apostles by washing their feet.
Yeah, and another one was John baptizing Yahushua. He's like, man, you should be baptizing me. Like, nah, it's for you. Let me, his brother dropping him. Hold on, let me get him. You see, John 3:16 through 18. Hereby perceive we the love of the Most High. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we about to get to it. It's agape there too in 1 Corinthians. Hold on, it says John. Matter if I get that. Yeah, it says and I got something in between. John 3:16 through 18. Hereby perceive we the love of the Most High, because He hath laid down His life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren. But right, we was talking about that, right? Yep. But whoso hath this world's good and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of the Most High in him? Little children, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Hey, Tyles put that on there earlier. Right? If you read up in the comments, it said charity. So let's go. What did I say?
Corinthians?
Come.
8?
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
No.
4.
13.
13 and 4.
Oh yeah, started 4 through 8, I believe.
Okay, this 1 Corinthians 13 and 4. Charity suffereth
long. Now, Salakia, look that word up real quick. That charity. We put it over here. We had looked it up, so let's see if we can get it again.
This is 1 Corinthians.
Same word agape.
13. Going down to. It says charity, charity is agape again, G26.
Yep.
Affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love.
Yep, brotherly love, man. So all these words you can put in there instead of charity. Okay? Just to give you a better understanding. You really should put them all in there. Because charity is pretty widespread, man. It's a really big word, man, in meaning. Okay? Is there anything else on there? Okay, so go ahead and read that.
On this 1 Corinthians 13 and 4, charity suffereth long and is kind.
Hey, you ain't just gonna jump ship with your brother, man. You're gonna suffer it. You're gonna bear his burden with him, right? It says because you got charity. It's people in other versions of the Bible, the word there is love, but that word love is too small, man. This word charity is bigger. What are you willing to give to do this? Okay, go ahead and read through it, bro. You got it.
Charity suffereth long and is kind. Mm-hmm. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up.
This is how you should be thinking. Like I said, for the argument of like, hey man, just get here, we got you. Right? How special is that, man? You gotta really consider yourself. What can hey, use me, brother. Use what I got. You know, I want you to, if I know something, if I know herbs, or if I got money, ask me, brother. I'm here for that. I'm putting this body to be that type of service. If I'm this or I'm that, I'm here for that, bro. You know, in the world, Jake get mad when you just call. I had a cousin that called me. I called him. I'm like, hey man, I need a ride from over here to over here. And man, you ain't even gonna say hi or nothing, huh? Like, I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm gonna say hi on the ride, man. I'm gonna tighten up and get close with you on doing a ride. Can you do that or not? Apparently, I'm somewhere. I need to get up out of here. Oh man, that ain't even right, man. That's all right. Don't even trip, man. Forget I called you, bro. My bad. I called somebody else and got a ride that way. But that's not what the brotherhood is. If you need a ride and I can do it, I'm there.
Regardless of the situation.
But I ain't got no gas. I got you on gas when you get here. I told my cousin all that shit that I went down with. You know, he wasn't cool with it. But know what though? In this brotherhood, a brother will ride on E to get you out of danger, man. That part is for real. And y'all both being in a little bit of danger, or both be in danger rather than you in danger by yourself, man. All right. You know, that's how tight the Akim truly are. Okay, you got it out.
Is does not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own.
I ain't gonna be no nigga, you know what I'm saying, to you or with you at all. I shouldn't be doing that at all. But I'm not gonna let these occasions of the flesh ruin me with you. You know.
Gone. And brothers are looking out for you on every level. You know, like the brother said, a brother need a ride. He put that in the group chat or whatever. So, a couple brothers gonna speak up. You know.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna say something. You know, you can call. From me, personal experience, I've called brothers at all different types of the night, man. Literally, Shaquan, Karatazar, you know too, bro. I've called brothers at all different types of the night. You know, brothers have sent texts different types of the night. I need a ride. What?
Yeah.
Bro, all right, I'm there right now. I'm on my way. Bro, you just woke up, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter. You know, because we're there for each other. Mentally, you know, physically, spiritually. You know, the brother, the head of our camp, Karatazar, that brother tell me all the time, hey, bro, you ain't ate? What's wrong with you? You know, watching out for my health. You know, put an order, bro. You gotta eat. Man, it's quiet, you know? Because brothers, brothers is truly looking over you, man, on every single level. You know? Making sure you mentally right, you know? Making sure you physically right. Hey, brother, how your body good? Just on the topic of that. Another experience when I went down to the Akim down in Mississippi. You know, the elder Zayab, he pulled me to the side and was like, "Hey, bro, you got any family members that got any health problems? You got any brothers in the camps that got any health problems?" I was like, yes, it's a couple that's going through this, and this. All right, bro, come here. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna get this to you. Bam. Just gave me a couple things. Gave me a tincture. Gave me some balms. You know, just off the Brotherhood. That's the.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Kind of, you got a print? If you don't know,
yeah, go with it.
This is so like I went in first. No, I read First John, didn't I?
Oh, which one?
2. Yeah, I read that.
You did?
Kinda.
Read it again.
It's 1 John 2:11. But he that hateth his brothers in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and know not whither he goeth, because that darkness has blinded his eyes.
Yeah, you have it. That's
kind
of. I got one. What you got?
I got bro.
John 4.
Yeah.
1 John 4, and you got much after that?
We hit Galatians 6.
Yeah, we hit that. Well, I don't know. You didn't finish it. Go back. No, you did. You said better than one of them, bro.
I don't think I finished it.
Go back with this.
Yeah,
I'll wrap up with this.
No, there was another one that I didn't finish. Because it was on the left part of my store.
Corinthians? I think it's Corinthians, bro. Yeah, we didn't finish that. We just threw this together, bro. We did. Oh, Karatazar got something. Let me see. Yeah, hell yeah. Got a bunch of them. 1 Peter 4:8. What's funny? No, I don't want to get in that. It says, and above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, right? For charity covereth the multitude of sins. Absolutely right, bro. But that's why it brought us back to the spirit of charity, right? It says, Philippians 2 and 3 and 4 said, let nothing be done through strife for vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Yep, you gotta esteem your brother higher than you, man. If you want a double cheeseburger, get him a double cheeseburger, or at least ask him if that's what you want. Just as an example, I got you, right? You want the double cheeseburger like I'm getting? It's the bomb. You want that? You know? You want the double portion? You want more yan? I'm getting more.
You want some fish?
Yep. Right. What it says? It says, that continuing in that.
Here we gotta finish over there.
Look not every man at his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Yeah. Pay attention to your brother, man. You are your brother's keeper. You are your brother's keeper, man. You should be looking out to make sure that brother's good, man. Brother won't always speak up on his harsh conditions, man. But you should be paying enough attention to see when brothers do well and when brothers, ain't doing so well. When brothers going through hell, man. And it's truth, man. We go through them things, man. Sometimes you might want to let me call this brother up, man. I saw the brother look like he's losing weight, man. Let me call him. See what's going on, brother. You want to die now? Nah, I just ain't got groceries. Oh yeah, brother, I've been working out, trying to put off a few pounds, whatever. But you need to know what that case is. and see where you can. Man, I need to get in the gym too. All right? Let me come up there and I could lose about 10 pounds. Let me hop in the gym with you. All right? You know, or you was food. Okay, let me drop some food with you. I got some. My wife cooked too much the other day anyway. You know, you got it right. You got something.
Nah, bro, we didn't hit like. I think we hit all the pre's.
We did. We jumped around and hit a bunch. There's plenty. Hey, and all the pre's that we did hit in this, and the brothers on the comment board hitting them, all of this is to show you the importance of the brotherhood, man. The New Testament was talking to the Akim and the brotherhood, the men inside the church, the fellow believers. Okay? Those are who you treat tight like this, man. You be real with these brothers, man. You know? Sincere with them. Go back to 1 Corinthians 13. Oh, go hit that.
This is Romans 12. Romans 12 and 3. For I say through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh hath dealt to every man the measure of his faith. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office, so we being many are one body in Yahweh Shai.
Hey, everybody ain't gonna agree with strictly the way you think about things, man. The doctrine is one thing, but the way you judge a matter might not be the one way that it needs to be. It may take the input of this other brother for y'all to collaborate and then see it with a better focus, you know, from a few different perspectives. Okay? Sometimes it takes that. But being humble enough with your brother, man, knowing that you're not the only one in the spirit. You know, that other brothers is in the spirit with you. That they got eyes or they got their senses exercised enough to see what's going on also. What you gonna say?
It's more. It says, so we being many are one body in Yahweh Shai, and everyone members one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us. Whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of our faith. This is 10. I'm jumping down. It's 10. It says, be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another.
And Paul pushed that spirit, man. Paul pushed that spirit, man, of brotherly love. Yahweh Shai pushed it too. So how important was it? Vital in this thing, man. It's funny, I got the final script actually that's going to go into it. Yeah, go back to that.
1 Corinthians 13 and 1. It's like 13 and 4. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself.
You should put yourself in the position of charity. It's going to tell you how you should and should not. Charity not going to vaunt itself against. As a brother, I'm not going to vaunt myself against another brother. Okay? And all these other things, it fits the same way. But that's to be the spirit that you have in you of charity. Okay? Go ahead. All right.
Is not puffed up, does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil.
Yeah. I'm not going to think the worst about my brother. I'm gonna think the best of all here. Okay, it came out fucked up, but I'm gonna believe he had the best intentions. Regardless. He didn't mean to put me in a fucked up situation on purpose. Like there's some wicked ass niggas out there that got called out and cast out. You know, like I'm Yahweh Don. You know, I'm not gonna extort this brother just because he being real charitable, real helpful. You know, I'm not gonna be on that type of level with my brother. I'm gonna make sure things is balanced. You know, if I need, then I need. If I can help myself, I'm not gonna ask to need. You know, I ain't gonna ask the brother like I'm in need. Okay, I'm gonna do for myself. You got it.
This the last verse in the chapter, the 13th. It says, "And now abideth faith, hope, charity. These three, but the greatest of these is charity."
Greatest of these is charity. So we can wrap up with this unless you got something else. Cause I had a couple of other ones, but I'm not gonna read them. Cause matter of fact, I do want to read this one. Let me read this one. Because there's certain acts that I wasn't gonna go deep into that, but there's certain things that you wouldn't do. You know, like this one in Sirach 21 and 22. It says, "A foolish man's foot is soon in his neighbor's house, but a man of experience is ashamed of him. A fool will peep in at the door into the house, but he that is well nurtured will stand without. I ain't gonna be all in my brother's business like that. You know, I'm watching to make sure it's not affecting the spiritual part of his life. But this is this man's business. I'm not getting involved with him and his wife.
This is meddle not into the affairs of men.
That's right. You know, I'm not meddling in my brother's affairs. But if it's something that's spilling out and I see him heading down a destructive path, I'm obligated to say something. But I'm not going to be looking for nothing. I'm not looking to find something against this brother. You know, I'm letting it be natural. I'm letting it just come to me versus me seeking out. I don't want to say iniquity, but shortcomings in this brother. You know, it says, it said, in the rudeness of a man, it is the rudeness of a man to hearken at the door, but a wise man will be grieved with the disgrace. The lips of, and you know, you've seen domestic violence, right? And, oh damn, they going at it. You know, I didn't see niggas do that with their wives. To start whooping their wife. I had a situation recently. This mechanic was supposed to be fixing my car, man. His wife came out and asked me for something to drink. This nigga had been drinking already, some liquor already, and just snapped on him. Oh, you love this nigga more than you love me? Just start tripping. Went in the house and beat this woman ass. And she, oh my God, help me. Somebody help me. You call for other niggas to help you. I said, all right then, y'all, I'm gone. And I hopped in. I mean, I locked the car up and I hit the bus, man. I'm not about to stick around with y'all. You know, I'm not about to find out the cops come around. I ain't got time for that. It's none of my business what y'all do. It was fucked up with him for putting me in that situation. What's a 2/3 nigga? Of course, that's what's going to end up happening. You know? Anyway, it says, the lips of talkers will be telling such things that pertain not unto them, but the words of such as have understanding are weighed in the balance. Yep. You know, I'm not about to be out there man's business that he gave to me in confidence. You know? That's just not what you do, man. Now, if you need help on it, it'd be better for me, like, if the third party brother was like, if I didn't have the answer, instead of me just you kind of trying to figure this out, I don't have the answers. But I want to know. But now I don't need to. If I don't have the answer, now I need to know the answer. You know. So if you could, find us on this matter, if you know the answer, that's how it's supposed to work. I'm not going. Hey, guess what, man? This brother been doing this and that. Oh, you do. Don't tell him I told you about this part, but just try to. Nah, man. Let's go give him the horse straight from the horse's mouth, man. Let's find out exactly how to solve this. Okay? Cut all that middleman shit out, man. You know, so you can deal honestly and straightforward with I can. You know? Yeah. It's it right here. 1 John 4:7. It says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of the Most High." It says, "And everyone that loveth is born of the Most High, and knoweth the Most High God Yahweh. For he that loveth not knoweth not the Most High, for Yahweh is love." Right? Let me jump down to the good part. I'll just keep reading. Yeah, I'll keep reading. "In this was manifested the love of the Most High toward us, because that the Most High God Yahweh sent his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, into the world that we might live through him." Because we was dead. Because we were all caught up in sin, so we was dead. If Yahweh Shai didn't come back and give us this grace period, you know, and then an opportunity to get back and write up the second covenant that we can be perfect, we'd be done. Yeah. You know, that's love. The fact that we have that we had that opportunity to make the comeback and get it right.
Just the fact that we had another one, the Day of Atonement.
Yep.
You know, that's huge. The fact that we get a day to atone, to beg, you know, to plead for forgiveness of the previous sins we've committed. You know, that's grace.
Yeah, man. That's graciousness. You right, bro. Verse 10, it says, "Herein is love, not that we love the Most High, but that he loved us and sent his Son to be the propitiation for our sins. Beloved, if the Most High so loved us, we ought also to love one another. No man has seen the Most High, Yahweh, at any time. If we love one another, the Most High dwelleth in us. That's how we show the Most High love, by showing each other love. That's how the brotherhood is a way that we can exercise the love for Yahweh through Yahweh Shai unto this man. Because he don't need us. We need each other though. You know? The brotherhood needs each other, the body. Right? It says we're the ones that can benefit more off of charity from each other. Okay? It says and his love is perfected in us. Though we learn how to be perfect. And I should have asked that brother, man. I missed the opportunity. We got to perfect. Next time I'm going to make sure I do it. Next time I'm going to just do it. I ain't going to talk to him about it. So he offer him a chance to be prideful or, to feel like shit or whatever. Like I'm putting him down or he in a bad position. But I'm going to just give it to him. Like, here you go, bro. Don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't put in a funny position and I ain't put in a funny position. Just trying to find the perfect way to operate between us. You know? It says, and the brotherhood offers that opportunity to perfect it. It says, hereby know we that dwelleth in him, and he in us, because he have given us of his spirit. That's it. Oh, jump down to 16. And we have known and believed the love of the Most High have to us. For the Most High is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in the Most High God, and God in him.
It goes back on the greatest two commandments, man. That's what it boils down to. It said, first off, put no other power before Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai. Love thy neighbor, love thy brother, so like you, and thou love thyself.
Could you follow that? So we finish with that. We quoted it the whole lesson, and then actually grabbed it. It says, herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment, because as he is, so are we in this world. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth. That's pretty much it. Yeah, we love him. Verse 20, if any man say, I love the Most High, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he has seen, how can he love the Most High, whom he hath not seen? And this is the commandment, and this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth the Most High love his brother also.
Quickly, bro.
I think you got it, but
is it?
If you got it.
This 1 Peter 2:17. Honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear the Most High, Yahweh, honor the king. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna grab that one.
Yeah, this brother dropped some praise. I can't scroll up though.
This is.
Let me scroll. Let me scroll, bro.
What is that? This is
There we go.
We read 1 John 4. No, 1 John 4:21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth Yahweh love his brother also. And we said, I said
1 John 4:21.
Yeah,
I just read that.
What's
good
though?
though.
The last one you said?
The one that the two great commandments of Yahweh Shai. Okay, he got this Matthew 26 and 25. I can't see. Look like 26. Come on, man. In 37 through 40 it says, then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when we saw there and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink. Come on, there you go. It says, when we saw thee a stranger, we took thee in, or naked and clothed thee. It says, or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee. It said, and the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these least of my brethren, ye have done it unto me. And so that's how you know our love for the Most High through Yahweh Shai is perfected when we do it through each other, man. We do it for the Akim, man. You know, and like brother say, if you love the two great commandments, if you love the Most High with all your heart, and you love your neighbor as thyself, you're not going to trespass in any way against the Most High or against your Akim. And that's what all the statutes, laws, and commandments keep you in order from doing. You got it.
Is Mark 12:29, and Yahweh shall answer him, the first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord. And thou shalt love the Lord Yahweh with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. Yep. This is the first commandment. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Yep. There is none other commandment greater than these. And your neighbor is of your king, your brother. Yep. You know, of your nation. You know, most importantly in the fold.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
the fellow believers right now.
Yeah.
2/3 don't count. Right.
Exactly, bro. Because two-thirds are wicked, you know. The Most High don't care about 2/3 right now. You know, so that's it.
That's it. So with that, you know, what the brothers edified, little brother was admonished and exhorted to keep this brotherly love going. And brothers got it, man. Brothers connected through these outlets, man. You know, it's a beautiful thing. You know, I don't participate enough, so lock you on that. But hey, I'm still there, bro. My name is quiet, so I don't always say a lot, but I'm trying to pay attention, bro, as much as I can, bro. I love you, Akim. I love to see brothers crack these jokes and crack these scriptures over the wicked head, man. I love it, man. The brotherhood is an excellent thing, man. We have to keep it nurtured. You find words?
Hey, stay strong, brothers. Stay strong. Stay in the faith. You know, keep pushing. Remain diligent. Because the times are at hand, and these moments that we all have with each other. These are going to be also moments that's going to push us through the end, you know? When you're not around brothers, when you can't be around brothers because all hell is breaking loose, you're going to remember lessons that brothers taught you, and you're going to remember the times, the memories, you know, the spiritual growth that you once had with brothers. And Lord willing, we see all you out here in the kingdom, you know? Because that's what we're striving to, you know?
I'm going to say one more thing, then you can close it out, Baba Kushara. Don't forget to pray for your brethren, man. Pray for the Akim, man. Pray for these fellow believers, man. Pray for the elect, man. You know? Pray for them, man. Pray for the apostles and the elders, man. Make sure you put them verbally out there. Don't just kind of glaze over it. Put it specifically out there for them. Okay? As best you can. You know, get it as best you can, you know? Because those prayers are heard, man. When if I pray for this man and I'm praying for all these brothers or whatever, Most High hears that. That's extra prayers for these brothers, man. It's not a hard thing or a bad thing to pray for the next man. That's part of the love we have for one another, man. I pray this brother stay in the spirit. I pray, if I'm praying for myself, I want to make sure I pray for the Akim as well, man. Okay? So
with that, Lord willing, you brothers, you Akim were edified. We're going to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Yahweh Kakodash.
A double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to you. I can bring out this word in diligence and the truth.
Shalom for tuning in.
Shalom.